on Gluten Free Toffee Pops? Don't worry, you've come to the right place. Stick around. Let me show you how they're made. Come on.
These are the ingredients you'll need to make toffee pops. I'll also link the recipe in the description below so you can take a look there as well. Part 1, let's make the caramel. Turn an element onto a low to medium heat and place a frying pan on top. Add half a cup of white sugar and gently shake so it spreads out evenly. Now we're just going to let this dissolve over about 15 minutes. You don't need to stir it, just give it a shake if it's only melting in certain areas. Once it's all dissolved, add 2 tablespoons of water. This will quickly solidify the sugar, so just give it a quick mix. And then add half a cup of heavy cream. Try not to spill it like I did. Now we're just going to gently mix these together. It will take a while for the hardened sugar to redissolve, but just stick with it until you've got a smooth mixture. Add the other half cup of white sugar and stir it until it's dissolved. Now add 1 tablespoon of golden syrup and mix again. Let the caramel come to a bubble, and now we need to test it to see if it's ready for the butter. To do this, take a little spoonful of the caramel and pop it into some cold water. You should be able to pick up the caramel and move it around with your fingers. It should be a very malleable texture. If it is, you know it's ready. Now turn the heat off the element and add in your butter. Now stir in the 45 grams of butter until it's all dissolved and combined. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 2 generous drops of vanilla essence. And mix again. Your caramel is now ready to be transferred into a bowl. Pop it to the side and let it set at room temperature. Part 2, the biscuit. Add 70 grams of butter and 1/4 cup of caster sugar to a bowl. Beat until light and fluffy. Crack in an egg and beat again. Next, sift in 1 cup of gluten-free flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and a pinch of salt. Now mix that until you can form a ball. Wrap the dough and chill in the fridge for 30 minutes. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees bake. And line a tray with baking paper. On a flat surface, sprinkle some gluten-free flour. And then take your chilled dough out of the fridge, ready to be rolled. Roll the dough out to about 1/2 centimetre thick. Next, we're going to take a crimped cookie cutter around 5 centimetres in diameter and cut out as many cookies as possible. I think this is always my favourite bit about making cookies. Then place them onto your baking tray. Bake in the oven for 15 minutes or until the edges are browned. By now your caramel should be set, so take a spoonful of it and roll it into a ball. Press the toffee caramel ball into the centre of the biscuit and spread it out, leaving about 1/2 centimetre from the edges clear. This will give it that classic toffee pop shape. And then do the rest. Part 3, the chocolate. Over a pot of boiling water, place a bowl and then add 250 grams of milk chocolate into it. Once it's melted, gently remove from the boiling water and place onto a tea towel. Now it's time to coat the toffee pops. Take a toffee pop and dunk it into the melted chocolate. Make sure to scrape off the excess chocolate on the bottom and then place onto a lined baking tray. And then do the rest. Pop the toffee pops in the fridge for 4 hours to set. And there we have it, fully formed gluten-free toffee pops. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, it would really mean a lot to me. And let me know in the comments what you want me to make next. See you guys soon.